Okay, so today is day 8. Yesterday I made it to 7 days. Today, um, it's been tough, I have to admit. Friday I felt great and I went to potluck and I didn't have any interest in that food at all. It was sort of this boxed food with lots of sugar in it. And I had had enough juices, so I wasn't hungry. But it was hard to be around a lot of food. And then last night I went to a potluck, and that was more difficult. There was some really amazing food there, and it was all very healthy, and I could have eaten it and been fine. But I decided not to, and I almost caved. And then someone said, "Wow, I'm really impressed you could do this. You could come to a potluck." And another person said, "Why would you come to a potluck?" And I said, "Well, what am I supposed to do? Give up my social life because I can't eat food? I mean, I had juice and I'm fine. Why should it make a difference?" And I think they looked at me like, "Oh, yeah, you're right. Why not?" So it's sort of interesting, the whole mental thing. Today was tough. Today was really friggin' tough. Um, I woke up at 4:30 and I got out of bed and it's Sunday morning. I read until I fell back to sleep and then I woke up again and decided to do a little gardening. So between 7:30 and 8:30, I actually did an hour's worth of pretty hardcore gardening. And I hadn't eaten anything. I had a glass of water and then I had to rush off to church. So I went to church and I was there for the two services because I'm planning this big event next week that's all around food. And essentially, I left there, only had a glass of water, did some shopping, and I went to Kimberton Whole Foods and I had a shot of wheatgrass, 1 ounce, and I had one of their juices, which was very concentrated with greens and had some cayenne. It was actually really delicious. And I bought a bunch of juices and some protein powder to be able to use. Then I just ran around all day. And then Tim and I went to Conshohocken and he stopped at the pub to have a beer and I went for a walk and I walked fast paced 30 minutes, fast paced 30 minutes. And he hadn't eaten dinner and he wanted to eat dinner. And I really needed something to eat. And I only had one more kombucha with me, which was, 70 calories worth of water and juice. And I basically had a meltdown. And when I felt like I needed to go with him, but I really didn't want to because I needed to get home and make a juice. So when we got to the restaurant, I could not, I had to eat. I just had to eat. So I felt like I was failing by not juicing. But what I got was actually pretty healthy. It was crab, avocado, and greens with an herb vinaigrette, and that's it. And I mean, I felt better afterwards, but I had a migraine. I've been having a migraine all night, so I don't know whether I'm starting to detox or whether I just didn't plan my food right, or whether I've just been awake too much today. I worked for 3.5 hours making phone calls all night, and now it's quarter to 11, and I decided I just want to videotape myself in this condition because it's good to know that there are ups and downs, and this is one of my downs, and it's not that easy. And I feel like I have to start again. Like tomorrow is going to have to be day one, right? Because I had a meal tonight. But, you know, um, I lost 10 pounds this week. And I was feeling pretty damn good until this afternoon. And again, I think it had to do with the power walk, maybe not enough food before I went into it, and then not being prepared afterwards, and then being trapped into feeling like I had to wait to go do my juice. You know, I just needed to have, I needed to eat something. So that's where I am today.